When most people talk about Captain Falcon, they refer to him as a fast character. This is because his run speed is the fastest in the game. In order to start thinking about how to dismantle him though, we have to talk about his effective speed. Falcon, especially versus Falco, is effectively slow. His ground moves, which come out relatively fast, generally aren't very effective at getting openings versus Falco, especially at low percent. This means that Falcon is mostly playing for his high priority, hard-hitting aerials. Luckily for Falco, he has a number of ways to deal with this. If you have time to set it up, high lasers prevent this avenue of attack and give you frame advantage. Be careful of Falcon double jumping out of laser stun, and be prepared to punish his landing. If you've dissuaded him from jumping, his main opening tools in neutral are effectively gone. Keep in mind you can also shield on reaction to Falcon jumping, and since his shield pressure post-aerial isn't the best a lot of the time, this means openings for you. If his aerial is too high on shield with bad drift, you're able to just shine out a shield directly. If you're close to Falcon and shoot a high laser, be careful because he could potentially dash under it and grab you. Up tilt and auto cancel back air are overrated in my opinion. You've probably heard some Falcon mains complaining about how broken Falco's up tilt and auto cancel back air are.
Also, add Zhang
How about
to
this?
the shots list, please.
What do you think about this? Huh? What do you think about that move? Let's like plug into the Matrix right now and think about what was I supposed to do when this.
We're at the point in the meta where people are precise enough to punish these. In a matchup where you're able to control their avenues of approach and play mostly reactively, going for preemptive up tilts or auto cancel back airs to read their timing will work a lot less consistently. You are able to use up tilt on reaction to Falcon jumping, but just know that this can trade with some of Falcon's aerials or straight up lose depending on the timing and spacing.
Yes! Yes! No!
Make sure to play off-center versus Falcon on side platforms. Similarly to Jigglypuff, Falcon will position himself on the side platforms to make himself hard to hit and slow down the match, attempting to force your hand. If you position yourself off-center, you'll be far enough away to avoid his unreactable run-off aerials, and instead he'll have to jump across the stage into you in order to be able to hit you. Punishing this by up-tilting or shielding on reaction, or even backing up farther and lasering him as he comes in. Chasing Falcon onto platforms is very risky in my opinion. His shield drop up air is huge and fast. This leads to my next tip, which is to never position yourself above Falcon. Falcon's up air covers too much space and is too large to contest most of the time. Occasionally, being above him can work out for you, but it's in your best interest to be fighting him on the ground. Once you have Falcon locked down on the ground, you have tons of useful aggressive mix-ups. He's very limited once he's in shield, so be sure to use thoughtful shield pressure to get openings. Some examples of this might be a late aerial shine to catch his buffered roll, shine grab to beat them holding shield, cross up aerial into immediate up tilt to catch him jumping at a shield, or shine wave dash back to cover a roll and maintain position. Also keep in mind that forward throwing can lead to knockdown starting at 37%, and throwing him off stage is very good to do. You may have heard that Falcon has a very linear recovery. This doesn't tell the whole story. There are two very different versions of Falcon's recovery. One version where he has his double jump and is able to at least double jump back to the ledge. The other version is where he's too far away from the stage or doesn't have his double jump and is forced to use his up B. When Falcon is close enough to the stage and has his double jump, you're going to have to make a read in order to close out an edge guard. This could be dropping down and reading his double jump to the ledge with rising down air, or it could mean back airing his double jump nair back to stage. There are a few more variations, but just know that if he's this close to the stage, it is anything but linear. If he's forced to use his up B, make sure to meet him at the peak with a back air or down air to prevent a 50-50 between drifting forward and drifting back.
The drift.
That was sick. Don't let him start drifting one way or the other.
All in all, having Falcon off stage and closing out edge guards is a key component to winning the matchup. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, this doesn't cover every single specific interaction in the matchup, but hopefully it gives you a foundation that'll help you beat Falcon players. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, or check out my Twitch stream, which should also be in the description below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next one.